Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition, where during the initial recording I messed up on accident, and not surprising because I was trying to start in the middle of a cutscene essentially. So I did not get an intro made even though I wanted to make one. So as I said in the editing, which I think I removed, in the original one which I removed during the editing, I said I sure hope I make an intro for this. So it might still be in there, I don't know. I've been recording for like an hour and a half, or editing for like an hour and a half. But yeah, so we are gonna hop right back into the episode, and welcome back to the final episode of Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition.
I can't think of anyone else I'd rather do this with.
Nobody's doing this alone.
We're in sight of the target. All right, everyone. This is it.
I guess it's like you could reverse, but there's no going back, you know? There's no going back. I guess we can't regroup, you know? Like you just it's so stressful. Oh, they have two beams now? They have two beams now. I love that for us. Oh jeez, that should have killed me. Oh jeez. No. Nobody die. Not my friends. I will be very upsetty spaghetti. I will be so upsetty spaghetti. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's an option. I honestly don't know if it's an option. They are messed up though now.
Normandy, do you copy? I need an evac right now!
He did it though. Joker's always here for me if I need him. I don't know how he got here so fast.
Come on! Gotta get out of here.
And you've got to be kidding me.
Don't argue, Garrus.
We're in this to the end.
Oh, man.
I need to know somebody's getting out of this alive.
Just make damn sure that includes you two. You always were the best shot.
Not by half. Take care, Garrus.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Go!
Goodbye. Both of you. Two most important currently alive men in Shepard's life. She'll get him out. Shepard needs somebody to get out of this alive. Oh, come on, go faster. Oh, you guys think I'm dead. But even dead, Shepard would come back and finish what she started. Come on, Shepard. Come on. We've had worse, I guess you can say. With the being reconstructed. I just think somebody like Shepard has got to be the scariest opponent. You know? She doesn't stop. God, what a terrifying... Could you imagine getting, like, grabbed? Grabbed out of space? That would be so scary. Oh my gosh, it looks really good. I'm still alive. Don't.
Holy shit, she did.
Yeah.
This is the Admiral. We've got reports that someone made it to the
How did they even see me?
We need to give them time to get those arms open. All fleets converge on the Crucible. Protected at all costs.
Yeah. This is the most horror these games get.
Shepard.
I think the only reason I'm alive is that I'm basically a cyborg.
Shepard.
Anderson, you up here too?
I followed you up, but we didn't come out in the same place. Oh, at least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like?
Hell.
You okay?
I feel like death, but I'm moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
Sounds familiar. I'm in a dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
I mean, it's still the Citadel.
Makes sense.
We're just in the corpse
I
part.
think they're making a Reaper in here.
Yeah.
Sure. They round them up on Earth and send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better.
Poor little keepers.
The troops don't go on forever. But where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
It's horrifying. Just so many dead. And it makes me think, like when I first played this, I was like, where is everybody from the Citadel?
The walls here just realigned itself. The place is shifting, changing.
Like, where's Bailey? You know, like there had to have been a resistance. Like these are potentially people from
And more hallways like the one I was
from
in.
Earth.
I think I'm near an exit.
But like, where's everybody on the Citadel? You know, like. They can't all be dead. I would certainly hope not, right? I mean, it would make sense, but...
I see something up ahead. Might be a way to cross over.
Don't get too far ahead of me.
Yeah, it sounds like you're in better shape than Shepard is, at least a little bit.
Where do you think you're at?
just found that chasm you were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on.
Dad, don't do it.
Anderson? Damn it.
Gosh dang it. You're moving so slow, like, Oh, hey, I hate you. I hate you so much. Wait. I think you're not the elusive man? Okay, never mind. I think there's like the elusive man, and I was like, no, but I think it's Anderson? Yeah. Uh-oh. What?
Anderson!
Shepard! I can't!
There you are. I hate you so much.
What?
Oh my gosh, they're doing Reaper stuff.
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
How are you doing that to regular people?
They're controlling you.
I don't think so.
Controlling me is a lot different than controlling a
And it's not even complete. We can still talk.
Have a little faith. When humanity discovered the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But only if we can harness their ability to...
No.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
You're playing with things you don't understand. With power you shouldn't be able to use.
I don't believe that. If we can control it, why shouldn't it be ours?
Because we're not ready.
No. This is the way humanity must evolve.
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control it.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel
That's
of a
not
gun?
who he is.
And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the
And what if you're also I can't believe I shot him.
If we destroy the Reapers, this ends today. But if you can't control them,
But I can!
are you willing to bet humanity's existence on it?
I know it will.
Self-doubt.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Listen to yourself. You're indoctrinated.
No! No! The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You sacrificed too much.
Yep, you went too far.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
Oh, nervous.
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Yeah.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Because of you, humanity is already undone.
That's not true!
They have the Citadel. They've got us fighting each other instead of fighting them.
I just need to...
You've done exactly what the Reapers wanted. You're still doing it because they control you.
They're too strong!
You're stronger. Don't let them win. Break their hold. Don't let them control you.
I tried, Shepard.
Yeah. It's been the only way to get an out. No, come on, Anderson.
This is it, everyone. The alarms are opening.
We still have no idea what this will do. Technically.
10 seconds to contact.
Oh, don't give me a countdown, I'll scream.
That's it. The Crucible is docked.
Come on, Anderson. It's just me and you.
Commander?
We did it.
Yes, we did. It's, quite a view.
Best seats in the house.
God. Feels like years since I just sat down.
Think you earned a rest. Stay with me. We're almost through this.
You did good, child. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Anderson.
Not much left.
Shepard? Commander?
What do you need me to do?
She's tired.
Nothing's happening. The Crucible's not firing. It's gotta be something on your end. Commander, a shepherd.
I don't see. I'm not sure how to...
Commander.
Nearly there, huh? Ah, you who haunts my dreams.
Wake up.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the catalyst.
I thought the Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
The solution to what?
Chaos. The created will always rebel against their creators. But we found a way to stop that from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Without us to stop it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
I mean, technically the Reapers are pretty synthetic, so they are destroying organic life consistently, but what they're doing is just letting cycles happen. So, like, one civilization can never go for too long, but technically organics still will keep going, keep existing, right? And that's the benevolent solution that this entity has come up with.
You said you're the catalyst, but what are you?
A construct. An intelligence designed eons ago to solve a problem. I was created to bring balance, to be the catalyst for peace between organics and synthetics.
So you're just an AI?
In as much as you are just an animal,
Yeah.
I embody the collective intelligence of all Reapers.
But you were created
Correct.
by who?
By ones who recognized that conflict would always arise between synthetics and organics. I was first created to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers.
Precisely.
Yeah, we have the Leviathan info now.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them, that you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Well, they've joined this war now.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between synthetic and organic life, to establish a connection. They became the first true Reaper. They did not approve, but it was the only solution.
You've said that before. But how do the Reapers solve anything?
Organics create synthetics to improve their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction, chaos. It is inevitable. Reapers harvest all life, organic and synthetic, preserving them before they are forever lost to this conflict.
I don't know if he says it, but I think there's supposed to be some sort of, if I'm remembering correctly, there's supposed to be some sort of like, because it's like, a people are not their flesh, like a culture, their memories, like, you know what I mean? It's not the flesh and bone, you know? Like, it's more than that. It's intangible. But I think each Reaper is supposed to, like, somehow house the consciousness, despite them all being turned into liquid and turned into this form, you know? That, they house, like, the collective consciousness of almost an entire species, you know? And, like, are supposed to keep that knowledge, sort of whatever they learned with them, I think, if I'm remembering right. But this part's always so odd, because, like, it's so peaceful in here, but, like, and you can, like, see all this stuff going by, and people are dying as we're standing here talking, and, like, I don't know, just Shepard has just lost her father figure, like, everybody, like, I mean, like, she got her friends off on the ship, but, like, that's all, right? Like, everything. I think I even saw, when I was looking up, like, to make sure I had enough points for the ending I want, that there's a way to have Anderson not be shot. I don't know if, like, picking all the Paragon options is what led to him being shot or not, but, like, I thought this was just inevitable. I'd have to double check, but, like, I thought it was just inevitable that he died with you, and, like, just the idea that there's an ending where that's not necessarily the case is breaking my heart even more, but, like, I don't know. And then, like, the way Hackett, like, is like, Shepard, we need you. And she just gets up and she goes. She doesn't ask. She doesn't make excuses. Like, she just gets up and tries to reach for it to figure out a solution, because they've come so far and lost so much. And she just is the kind of person that doesn't quit, you know? Like, that's her superpower, right? It's like, she just doesn't stop. But it's like, even then there's a point where, like, there's only so far you can go, right? And then she's doing this, right? Because she's been pulled into this, because I think the catalyst says something like, you're the furthest anybody's ever gotten, or something. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just breaks my heart every time to see her trying so hard.
We're at war with the Reapers right now.
You may be in conflict with the Reapers, but they are not interested in war.
Find that hard to believe.
When fire burns, is it at war? Is it in conflict? Or is it simply doing what it was created to do? We are no different. We harvest your bodies, your knowledge, your creations. We preserve it, to be reborn in the form of a new Reaper. Like a cleansing fire, we restore balance. New life, both organic and synthetic, can once again flourish.
Again, I'm not sure if he explains or it explains ever why it's taken this form of the child, but I think there's been theories floating around about it.
What do you know about the Crucible?
The device you refer to as the Crucible is little more than a power source. However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy. It is crude, but effective and adaptive in its design.
Who designed it?
You would not know them, and there is not enough time to explain. We first noted the concept for this device several cycles ago. With each passing cycle, the design has no doubt evolved.
Why didn't you stop it?
We believed the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
Yeah, we do that.
But you're taking away our future. Without future, we have no hope. Without hope, we might as well be machines, programmed to do what we're told.
You have hope, more than you think. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us.
We will be known for our actions.
But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
Yeah, we are very much at least 50% synthetic, if not more. I would argue probably more, like 80%. We were reconstructed. This would also take out Geth, and it would take out Edie in particular.
What exactly will happen?
Your Crucible device appears to be largely intact. However, the effects of the blast will not be constrained to the Reapers. Technology you rely on will be affected, but those who survive should have little difficulty repairing the damage. There will still be losses, but no more than what has already been lost.
But the Reapers will be destroyed?
Yes, but the peace won't last. Soon, your children will create synthetics, and then the chaos will come back.
There has to be another way.
There is. You could instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can?
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
How can I control the Reapers if I'm dead?
Your corporeal form will be dissolved, but your thoughts and even your memories will continue. Your connection to your kind will be lost, though you will remain aware of their existence.
But the Reapers will obey me?
Yes. We will be yours to control and direct as you see fit.
But nobody should have that power, like we just said, you know?
There is another solution. Synthesis.
Yes.
And that is?
Add your energy to the Crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
I think a lot of people like the control ending, or I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure if people like control or not. But again, it's the thing we just told the elusive man, right? Where it's like, nobody should have that power, right? And it's like, yeah, sure, Shepard can maybe control the Reapers forever, but like, I think she would essentially become a god, right? But a lonely one, you know? And I think over time, even if she's in a new form, like, it would... I think living forever would change your mind. And I think one of my friends plays one of those, sometimes he plays those god games, right? Where like civilizations, where like you raise them up, you know, and then they like evolve and they get religion. And in one he was in, like, the people stopped believing in him as an entity, or as a divine entity, and so he destroyed them, right? It is kind of how he said it. I'm not saying it very well, but like, it's one of those things where like, how long can a divine entity that was mortal or something at one point, maybe not completely infallible, how long can they be benevolent, you know? And like, how long before Shepard's maybe loneliness turns her into a tyrant, you know? Or before her thinking of, like, the way she thinks, like, her paradigm shifts enough to think that she can tell everybody what to do, like the elusive man did, like, thought he could do, right? I don't think that's fair to anybody, is to try to take away their free will, essentially, is kind of what it seems like, you know? But, and destroy has its own proponents, but synthesis is its own, which, spoiler, I guess, not really, kind of, I don't know, is the one that, you have to have a certain amount of war assets. You have to have a certain amount of readiness, like galactic readiness, in order for this to even be an option, apparently. And I just learned that when I was reading that wiki page, is that, you usually only get the 2 options, but with the points we have the synthesis option.
Explain how my energy can be added to the crucible.
Your organic energy, the essence of who and what you are, will be broken down and then dispersed.
To do what, exactly?
The energy of the crucible, released in this way, will alter the matrix of all organic life in the galaxy. Organics seek perfection through technology. Synthetics seek perfection through understanding. Organics will be perfected by integrating fully with synthetic technology. Synthetics, in turn, will finally have full understanding of organics. It is the ideal solution. Now that we know it is possible, it is inevitable we will reach synthesis.
Why couldn't you do it?
That's a good question.
We have tried a similar solution in the past, but it has always failed.
Why?
Because the organics were not ready. It is not something that can be forced. You are ready, and you may choose it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
And there will be peace?
The cycle will end. The Reapers will cease their harvest, and the civilizations preserved in their forms will be connected to all of us. Synthesis is the final evolution of all life. The paths are open, but you have to choose.
Yeah, with the dramatic music. There's a secret 4th option where you can turn and walk away, or try to shoot the child, I think. But that just ends up in the Reapers finishing the cycle, you know? Is what I've read. Also, if you try to save here, as what I was reading, and reload, it will not give you the synthesis option or something. Like, something changes. The game knows if you save here and try to reload and make a different ending for yourself, and it will only give you, like, the 2 options or something. I'll have to double check. But I didn't know that either. Like they said, you know, it's one decision, you know? But this one, when I first played, I believe, and I'd have to go back, it's honestly been like 12 years, but I believe Synthesis to me seemed like the culmination of the best options, right? Like, it makes sense. Like the Catalyst says, it makes sense that, like, this is the final evolution, right? Where synthetics and organics are constantly in strife. But if they can finally evolve together and seek what each other's always been seeking that's different between the two, and make the differences come together, right? And understand each other's differences. Like, synthetics seek, like, emotional understanding, essentially. And, like, organics, you know, seek the sort of like order or whatever of like synthetics. Like, I can't remember exactly how he said it, but it's really, I always thought it was really poignant, right? That like the balance there makes sense. It's interesting too to watch this in now times instead of, you know, 12 years ago, where it's like now we have the whole AI thing coming up, and like nothing at all quite to this level, but like, you know, there's always all the sci-fi that's about like, you know, synthetics overcoming their creators and like, you know, deciding that we are useless or the lesser form, you know. So it's interesting, but it's interesting now to see it as from an older perspective too, than like from like the current time and everything. But yeah, the idea too that like we can gain the knowledge that's been preserved in the Reapers of the past civilizations, to me was, I think, sort of the kicker, where it's like that we can actually like preserve that, and those memories, those cultures, like even if those people didn't survive, like the memories of them will survive and we can access them. And to me it seemed like the true path to peace, you know, to like, you know, like it's like a co-evolution, we all come together. I have heard arguments, there's actually, if you go back to the previous video where I played Mass Effect 3, the ending, there are some really good arguments in there against synthesis that I hadn't thought about, and I'm not going to go into all of it here, but I did think they were very valid. So I think all the choices are honestly pretty good. Like, they have their own very distinct pros and cons, and people get passionate about them, and I think that's great. Honest, like truly. But since this is sort of my canon run, I think at one point somebody had me convinced, I think to go destroy as like the better route. And I guess sort of spoiler, there is the highest ending, like the considered air quotes the best ending, even though for me personally I do think Synthesis is the best ending. But the best ending in this case would have Shepard, if you have enough points and you do destroy, if you don't have enough, it will damage a lot of things and it will be not great. But if you have enough points, not only will it destroy the synthetics and do minimal damage, there is a scene where Shepard, apparently you see her breathe, take a breath. Like in the collapse in the rubble, you see her go like, and then it cuts away, you know? So that's the one where people, if they want to have their Shepard go off and retire into the tropical oasis, you know, that's the one you pick. But for me, for my Shepard, she spent this whole time sacrificing herself. And she's tired, and I know I've said it before, but like, she had that vision sort of going to a tropical place with Garrus, you know, and like, maybe that was something to live for after this, but she's just lost Anderson, and she's lost Thane, who has said in the letters that whenever it's time for her to rest, but he will be waiting for her across the sea. And so I think that is what she wants. I don't know if she even thinks that would actually be possible, but like, she has to hope that Thane believed, and so that maybe there's a chance for her, you know, to have that, to have peace and like true happiness after everything, once the cares of life have been put aside. So I think it's a hard decision to make. At least for me. I know some people get get upset. I don't know. There's so many different factions for it, but to me, this would truly end it. Like, control would only be a temporary solution, right? Destroy would only be a temporary solution. Like, control leaves Shepard as a lonely, you know, immortal god who could turn into a tyrant. And destroy means that eventually in the future we'd have the synthetic problem again. So to me, truly, the best ending is synthetic. because there's no longer trying to one-up anybody, and she's tired. She deserves a rest, and she deserves to see Thane, and she'll be watching out for Garrus, like she said. The last sacrifice to bring an end to the conflict, you know? She will get to see Thane. Across the sea, he waits, you know? She can, like Kaiden, right? She can look back and have no regrets, or very few regrets.
All fleets, the Crucible is armed. Disengage and head to the rendezvous point. I repeat, disengage and get the hell out of here.
Look, I know. But we have to. Damn it.
Come on, bud. I'll see you on the other side. It's been a good ride. This is horrifying, though. I couldn't imagine being a husk who now has, like, sentience. That would be horrifying. One of the things somebody brought up was that this choice is me, again, like, I'm like, oh, you don't want to be a tyrant or, you know, anything like that, but this is me making a big choice for the entire galaxy that maybe not everybody would have wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, I took this choice of this change, this evolution away from people, despite me fighting for people's right to live as they see fit. You know? But which is a good point, right? That it's like, I took that out of people's hands to make that decision, but at least there's not, like, I don't know, some, like, dictator tyrant sitting there making people's decisions. Like, it's a power nobody should wield, like I said, right? So, like, Shepard sacrifices herself to make this possible. She doesn't sit around dictating what people should do. I do think this destroys the relays, though. Yeah, and we're traveling, and this is going to be a bummer. They're traveling, not me. Not there. even the plant life. I forgot. All organic life. That would be wild. To be able to sort of, I don't know, understand plants. That'd be cool. That's my baby. She's in rough shape. Good Joker, though. With the glowing eyes. Yay! See, this is what I fought for. We aren't done yet.
I am alive. All of us, synthetic and organic, have been changed. The war is over, and the Reapers are helping to rebuild. Where once they threatened us with extinction, they now bring us the collective knowledge of the cultures that came before.
This would be really spooky, honestly. I think it'd be hard to overcome seeing them in the skyline.
As a galaxy, we can now live the lives we have wished for.
Miranda! Oh, Jacob! Jack and her kids. Samara, oh, with her daughter. Kasumi.
Taking our first steps into a new and wonderful future.
I think that's Tally.
Where organics and synthetics can coexist peacefully.
Rex.
With peace across the galaxy and with unlimited access to knowledge, we can eliminate disease, poverty,
Baby Krogan!
And overpopulation. To recover the greatness that was lost.
Look at that, building on Tuchanka.
And surpass it.
It's beautiful.
We will reclaim our worlds and the stars. As the line between synthetic and organic disappears, we may transcend mortality itself.
Oh, that's terrifying.
To reach a level of existence I cannot even imagine. And we will remember that this chance for a new life did not come without cost.
Oh, good. Oh, Kaiden. He's the one who's gonna put my plaque up. That's heartbreaking. everybody made it, though. And I'm kind of with everyone, you know? It was my organic material that went out and helped to make this happen.
No matter how far we advance, we will remember the sacrifices of those who made it possible.
Oh, it breaks my heart that he's the one doing it.
And we will remember Shepard. Because of her, I am alive, and I am not alone.
There she goes. Oh, my beautiful ship. Taking all my friends on new adventures. Oh, well, I have avoided this ending for a reason. I swear, though, I almost wonder if the extended ending didn't work. I think it did, but, because, oh god, I can't remember what the original ending is. I think none of that epilogue stuff happens. But I swear in the extended ending they actually, like, have something they say about Bailey and, like, all the people on the Citadel, you know? Like, whether they live or not, you know? But, I don't know, maybe I messed something up somewhere, but it's hard to keep track of all of it, but let's see if I don't know if I can skip any of this. Yeah. Just want to see if there's anything. Okay, yeah. Post-credits scene.
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet.
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
The shepherd, haha.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.
Well, if we had, like, you know, infallible memories at this point from being synthetic, then we would have perfect recall. But, you know, it's kind of good to know that things wouldn't be perfect. It would be kind of boring if everything was perfect, honestly. Congratulations on bringing it into the Reaper threat. Commander Shepard has become a legend, and from here you can continue to build that legend. It has been a long journey for Shepard and for the team here at BioWare. What? And like Shepard, we couldn't have done it alone. The Mass Effect trilogy began as the vision of a small team, but over the years it has grown. The growth has been fueled and shaped by the feedback and support of our player community. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing further adventures with you in the Mass Effect universe. The Mass Effect team. Yeah. So we get sent right back to... Where is it we're at? I think it's right prior to the Cerberus mission. Yep. So. Final save. There we go. I was going to say, 76 is much less than where we were at like 78 earlier, so we definitely would be past that. finally finished this rerun after 3.5-ish years. So, wild. I guess I don't know as much about this game as I thought, simply because I didn't know about the ending parameters. That's interesting. It's good to know, right? Like, after all these years, there's still stuff to learn, and maybe someday now I can actually play through a different route and choose something different. But 3.5 years. Thank you, guys. If you've been here from the start, which I know at least one person has, and you're incredible, Christopher. I could not, like, your support and comments this whole time have been incredible, and I really do appreciate it. But for anybody also who's been just a silent supporter, I really appreciate it. I think the Mass Effect videos don't get as many views, just simply because I've played this game so many times and other things are out and it's an older game. And anyways, so I appreciate those of you who have kind of stuck with me or come in off and on, you know? Like, I've been playing this series off and on for 3.5 years, so I just appreciate the support a lot. And yeah, I don't think I have anything else much to say. I'm just kind of glad. This is, 28th? What are we, like 3 days before Veilguard comes out and another chapter of my life opens up that I've been waiting for 10 years? It's just interesting to play these games over the years and be a little bit different each time you play them. And I'm glad to have a media, a book, movie, video game, whatever, that like resonates so well. I think for the most part, people who watch me, you know, don't think emotions are dumb or anything when it comes to like little video game characters, but it's like I cry about I don't cry all the time in books, but like when things are super emotionally, meaningfully impactful, right? That like they're so good that like the characters or the situation or whatever is written so well that like it pulls you in so much that you have feelings for fictional characters. Like, I just think that's so wonderful that humans can do that, you know, that we can empathize and visualize something so well that like we feel a connection for people that don't even exist. And like, obviously not in an unhealthy way, but like, I just think it's amazing that humans, and then you take that capability into your real life and like you find those connections, those meaningful connections with people. And like, I've made a lot of friends because of this game. You know, and this was the first game that, you know, went on the YouTube channel and everything. Like, this one in particular was the first one up on the channel, and I've made a lot of friends since then. And I'm just so happy to have such wonderfully written media that I can be a part of, that I can feel a part of, that I can be a part of the community, even in a little way. So I'm grateful, despite whatever shenanigans may come or have gone in the past for BioWare. Thank you so much for everything you've made. If any of you who've ever made this game happen to see this, I just want you to know that at least I am very grateful. One little person is very grateful for everything you've made. So, thank you all again for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you all so much for the journey. I appreciate you guys being here. It's been a wild ride, and I appreciate you being here. So, before I go, though, I do want to say thank you to my patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for being an Acorn tier supporter. I very much appreciate it. And I want to give an extra special shout out to Reese Galito, my Sapling tier patron. Thank you so much for your support. I very much appreciate it as well. And I want to give an extra super special shout out to Christopher, who has been hanging out on the channel for years now. Apparently, it's been years. And I did not think it has been that long, but it has, and I just really appreciate all your words of support and encouragement, and of course your Patreon help, you know. So I hope you've enjoyed this series as off and on it's been, but thank you all again, everyone, for watching, and I hope to see you in the next adventure.